a lot of us accept intellectually that our outer world is an expression of our inner world. And what do you do? Yeah, you know that. And what do you do with it? So I was thinking, what do I do with it? I realized that the peace outside can only be achieved if I have peace inside. I cannot be constantly trying to see the wrong of me, to fix the wrong of me, to analyze the wrong of me, to try to heal the wrong of me, and to constantly name and box and title everything that's wrong with me. So be basically at war with myself and expect peace, or be an peace activist on the outside. What is the world but individuals? That's what the world is. The world, society, is just us. It's us put together. So for as long as the individual has no wholeness, doesn't feel whole, and you cannot feel whole if you're constantly picking at yourself and picking yourself apart and looking at the wrongness of yourself. So I was thinking, okay, I started to realize that the entire work that I was doing, the entire search that I was having, absolutely every want, every desire is just my search to completion. So I thought, okay, I already know that which I seek is seeking me. So I reversed it. I applied reverse psychology, so to speak, through my new application of retrocausality, and I thought, okay, if I'm seeking it, that means it's seeking me. Not only that, it's trying to show me, if I am to also believe there is no time, no time space continuum. That's just again another illusion of our perceptions. So if I am to apply all of the truth, how about if I discover that I'm whole, I'm complete, I'm at peace right here and now? So I started with little things. What if that which we call anxiety is nothing but excitement? There's nothing to fix with anxiety but to retitle it. And what if we don't call it anxiety? We call it just excitement. It already has a different vibe. We work differently with anxiety and then with excitement. Excitement, we don't try to fix it. What if I'm not procrastinating? I'm just waiting to know. What if I'm never ever hungry? Like someone trained me to believe that a certain sensation in my body has to be shoved down with food because that's called hunger. What if that is just a sensation of okay, now is time of the highest energy and so on. I can put a completely different title to what I call hunger. Easy. So I started to look at how a number of other things that I'm saying daily, they may be counterproductive as well. For example, no pain, no gain. Why? I can't seek ease, peace, fulfillment of those wishes, and at the same time look at someone else's that has an easy life, someone else's pictures or life or something that I see that triggers me, and I say, oh well, no pain, no gain, or less is more, or concepts like that we throw around. With one hand, we seek more, we seek increase, we go to courses, we read books on abundance and increase, and at the same time we look at someone's makeup, or we look at someone's abundant life, or we look at someone's flamboyance. Again, interesting point of view. Why is flamboyance with a strange connotation on it? Why do we need to say to someone? So at the same time, on one token, we're seeking more, and when we see more, in whatever form it turns out in another person's life, we immediately say things like, well, easy on the makeup, less it's more. There is contradiction between value that is programmed in us, the values that we run by. Because if we say it to another, if I say to you or you say to me, less is more, that's what you believe that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be triggered when you saw more. I wouldn't be triggered when I saw more. So to say less is more as a criticism, as a judgment, that immediately highlights where I am. So somewhere inside of me, I believe that and I apply that to my life. So why would I even bother seeking more when I clearly believe less is more? So my process of integration and wholeness and inner, that will take me to inner peace and will take me to the realization of my wholeness, of my completion, of my God self, of my infinite God self, is looking at how I title sensations, what name I put on them. That name, what does it make me do? If I say anxiety, of course I'm gonna want to work with anxiety, get rid of anxiety. But if I say excitement, I'm not gonna want to. Excitement has a different program on it. If I say, if I judge, if I criticize, if I put comments, random comments on social media, when I see something that to my program seems extravagant, I have to look at that, because then why do I even seek more? Obviously, with one hand I'm thinking one thing, and with the other thing I'm sabotaging myself. So wholeness means, to me, full integration, not elimination of that which I am, but full acceptance, allowance, and admittance of all that I am, and not kidding myself, and not lying to myself, and not turning a blind eye at my random outbursts on social media, or even if I don't let it out, like what certain things prompt inside of me. If I don't integrate those, the war inside of me continues, and so the war and lack of peace in my outside world is gonna be there. The only way I can help is to be part of the critical mass that I want to increase, and I cannot help peace if I keep being at war. Simple.